Hey guys, welcome back. You guessed it, Subnautica. It's had an update, and a surprisingly significant one. Well, I say surprisingly, I kind of knew some of the updates that were going to happen. So, as you can see, things look a bit different. We're on the Queen Melody. Queen Melody is mostly the same. There's a few things missing. That's, strangely, not textured properly. You'll notice some things are different in here because of the update, as much as expected. I was required to restart my map. And as you notice, my base is looking a little bit wonky. It's looking a bit strange. You'll notice rooms are missing. And there's a good reason for that. Now you may wonder too.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See, yeah, rooms are missing. Part of the update has been that multi rooms have been changed so that they no longer default as something you can build. They're multipurpose rooms. That's what they're called. They're no longer default. You can't actually build them by default. There's no thing that you can build. Now, you might wonder, well, what are you supposed to do if you can't build a multi-purpose room? Well, you can actually live in these tubes, and that's what I did before I put the moon pool on. I put this tube here, and I put a hatch on it, and you could live in it, basically. You could come out here, you could apply solar panels to that or the base, and you could power it up. It works surprisingly well. Their concept of the idea was, if I read it right, was they want you to kind of start off in the most very of basics as much as possible, so you have to go out and find the multi-purpose rooms. But you can actually put these down, these corridors, and live in them, and that's kind of how they wanted it. Now, because I said I would do this last time, I've actually given myself a bunch of the stuff that I already had. So I had the moon pool, I've spawned in the materials I needed, I've spawned in a lot of the blueprints for a lot of the stuff I've previously had. So like the moon pool, the scanner room here. Of course, I didn't give myself the multi-purpose room because I want to actually go find that. I haven't given myself anything that they've changed, with the exception of the water purifier. No, not that. Where is it? Oh yeah, the water filtration machine. I think they've actually changed it now. I gave myself the blueprint, but I found out after I did that apparently you have to go find it now, not as a fragment, but if you remember the place where we found the beds, there was a water filtration machine in there, and that's apparently where you're supposed to find it, or at least one of the places you can find it. And I think the bioreactor is now the same thing. It's it's no longer those little box fragments. It's got some pieces of its own, and I'm not actually sure where to find it. The wiki was not updated on that, so I have not given myself the bioreactor. So this place is running entirely on solar, but I've given myself a lot of other stuff. Now I've given myself our Moon Coral Mark II. I've you know, added all the colors. I've given myself the scan room. I've given myself, because remember at the end last time we put the pressure compensator Mark II in. Now one thing, oops, I haven't given myself is, you remember this had the perimeter defense on it. Well, they've changed the perimeter defense. It's different now. Seamoth modules. Perimeter defense now takes polyaniline. That is something we don't know how to make, and you actually have to go out and find it. Now, the way to discover how to make it, you need to find deep shrooms, which are much like the acid mushrooms. That's all I know about it. I've never seen one. I don't know what they look like. I don't know exactly where to go to get one. Yeah, so as for that as part of the update, I've given myself a majority of the tools. I've got my tank. I did actually give myself an extra high capacity. As you remember from the station here, I gave myself a plastisteel tank and a high capacity tank. I just went ahead and upgraded the other one instead of giving that weird plastisteel, which I don't even know what it does. I went ahead and just gave it to myself, so I've got an extra high capacity. Now, there's a couple things I don't have. I've got my radiation suit back. I haven't given myself the steel suit, the still suit, a rebreather, or the special fins that charge my gear, because they've also updated the Aurora. There's more places to explore on the Aurora. They've updated some of the story elements of it, and so I don't know what to expect to find out there. I haven't even been out there, so the Aurora is still giving off radiation. So we're gonna have to go out there and figure out what to do. And in fact, for some reason, my pod's over there where we started. I'm further behind. I'm more to the back of the Aurora this time. So yeah, I didn't give myself anything that's really had to do with the change. Now there is a big update. This is called the Prawn update. And the Prawn update is the mech suit, which is one of the big things I want to find. I don't exactly know where to find it. I think you can find parts of it on the Aurora, and some of it in the wreckage, which I want to go out and find. And it's the mech suit that lets you go deeper, and it can take high temperatures. And as I thought so last time, they've expanded and fleshed out the lava zone, or the lava caves. Now, I haven't heard anything about the Lost River, so the Lost River is probably the same as it was, so we'll definitely be hitting that up and exploring. So there's going to be some extra exploring to do, some new stuff to build, so there's going to be a lot to do. So where I want to begin probably is getting the multi-purpose room so I can actually start building my base, because, oh yeah, another thing that I have to find is the large aquarium tank, or they call it alien containment. I have to go out and find that as well so I can have my big old fish tank, because I don't have a good food supply right now, so we need to go find that. So that's where we're gonna go. So I'm gonna hop in the moon coral.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There we go. And like I say, I've given myself pretty much all the tools that I had, with the exception of a few, and I've given myself nothing
Welcome aboard.
that I
Systems online.
didn't have to start with. Now I may run into the problem of food, hopefully not. Man, that was such a weird effect. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go, hopefully, get the multi-purpose room. And that should be towards the south, because we remember we want to go to the floating islands. That is our destination. They have updated, they did a small update to the Cyclops. Ooh, very laggy. They added lights to the cameras for just better viewability, so let's see. Yeah, they added lights to the cameras. Is what they've done. Oh, and it actually, oh yeah, there's tooltips now. They've, and if you scan things, actually, I'll show you right now, hang on. How do I, there we go. If you use your scan tool, it updates a lot cleaner than it used to. In fact, if you get a lot of the blueprints or anything, you get logs. So all your data downloads, I did, when I was playing this legit for a little while before I started giving myself stuff. But I did find this. Anonymous crew log. The life pod made planetfall intact, but I'm surrounded by some kind of alien predator. They attack the moment I open the hatches. The first one that came, I hit with a survival knife, but these things have whole layers of armor, and the knife got stuck. Now I can't see that. Now I just see their bright green eyes watching me from the darkness. Tried to distract them with flares, no effect. No repulsion cannon available, no stasis rifle. I've equipped myself with I've stripped some of the life pod electrics to manufacture a sea glide. My only hope is to outrun them. Right, and so you can see like some of the technical stuff like equipment, habitats, modification station, and even some of the creatures, I think. Data downloads, alien life forms, flora, creep vines. So they've made it a lot cleaner and, you know, making purpose to actually scanning stuff. Alright, so let's head out to the floating islands because we can get that multi-purpose room taken care of, because I'm hungry and thirsty. And, I don't want to have to catch fish the whole time. Of course, this thing is still hard as hell to see out of, but We'll deal with it. Yeah, look how far south. Oh, I wonder... Hang on, I wonder if I can see it. There was a very strange thing. I've already got the desk and the chair. Can I see it? No, I don't see it. I already got the desk and the chair because they were floating above the water. They were actually just floating, like they were still in an office. It was the strangest thing. So I already scanned those. So that's what I have. Oh, but man, I'm excited to get the prawn suit. But first we need to get some of the basics. And I thought about spawning it in, but you know, like I say, I don't want to get anything that's part of the new update. And I can show you some of the prawn suit actually has, they've added some new mining stuff. And as we go explore some of the areas, you'll see what some of that stuff is. It's really neat because the prawn suit can mine, it can drill, and they've made some like large outcroppings for that kind of stuff. So if you remember, we're heading out to the floating island, which is in the Grand Reef. Was it? I think. Yeah, it was in the Grand Reef. So yeah, we're gonna head out here. Man, this thing. It's so much better. Let's duck down for a bit. How do I go down? There we go. Look at us going down. Now see, I don't have the pressure compensator or anything, or the efficiency module for this, because that was all on the Aurora, and I heard some people say that maybe it's not there anymore. So, you know, the Aurora's changed a bit. So, that might not be where it used to be. So we may have to make one of our own. Oh, there it is. The floating island. We'll be able to get some food and some drink there while we're there. And I'll actually be able to make a grow bed, and I should be able to build it straight off. Hopefully. I should just be able to park it right up here, right? Yeah. There we go. It's all spawning in. Let's make sure we don't go crashing into the side of the island. Here we go. We'll just park her right up here. And I do have some materials on me. I didn't exactly count for bit for bit on stuff I found, but I did restock lockers with some basic items because I didn't want to be spending the series looking for more stuff. Now, I didn't give myself everything, but I figure what was a reasonable amount. I gave myself a reasonable amount of stuff, so there we go. Ooh. Check that out. Ooh. Done some lithium. Great. And as you can see, I've got my stasis rifle. That was the big thing we got at the end. Oh, and another thing you can do now, you can sprint. They added the sprint feature just so you could get around a little bit faster. So, and they fixed the, if you remember, when these tools started taking batteries, they ate the batteries. They don't anymore. They fixed that, so you get the batteries back. So let's see, if I scan this, it should be able to show you. Yeah, see? Alien life form, voxel shrub. Press tab to view. There you go. Pink-leafed plant with angular appearance, which grows exclusively on the floating island. So they give you information. That's really good. And let's see. So, like the Jaffa cup. Now, I brought an extra battery with me, so what's a Jaffa cup? The common land fungus, commonly found around in clusters, grows quickly, size limiting, only available by nutrients in space. Alright, so let's head up. Let's head up onto the island. I've got my thermal blade in case we come in contact with anything evil. They have added a new creature down in the lava caves. It's actually supposed to be quite evil, so want to be careful. Grub baskets. What's a grub basket? An orange-colored land plant, which usually contains thick protein-rich sludge at its base. This may suggest a carnivorous lifestyle, wherein grubs and insects are attracted to the bright petals, make their way to the center of the plant, but are unable to scale back and up the slick inner leaves and ultimately digest it. Have you ever owned a carnivorous plant before? I have. I used to raise them. Unfortunately, when I moved to other locations, they didn't do so well. They need very humid. They need very humid areas, and I'd love to start growing them again. But they're really neat. And I tell you one thing: if you've ever seen a Venus flytrap, I know it's probably tempting to trigger them to close. I recommend not doing it because it takes a lot of energy for those plants to close their traps. So you can potentially kill the trap if you know, they don't get a big payoff to get some food. And also, don't feed them meat. People are always tempted to give them hamburger. It's too complex protein. They can't eat it. Anyway, that's your here we go. Lantern tree. The tree of life. This is your carnivorous plant information. The lantern tree. Let's see what this. A conglomeration of individual vines which rely on one another to structural support. Grows exclusively on fertile land. Each vine produces orange lantern-shaped fruits, roughly the same nutrition and hydration value as a common watermelon. Alright, let's grab a couple of these. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. Oh, I wondered if they would do this. Yeah, they have. They've scaled them back. They don't give as much food or hydration anymore. Darn it. I suppose it makes sense, though. They were extremely overpowered, because basically once you got one of those, you didn't need to eat anything else. A couple of those fruits would handle you. Oh, I see you over there, you bastard. It makes sense. I wondered if they would scale those back. I know you're here. Ow. Now, someone told me that this thing isn't as, the thermoblade isn't, as durable. I think it's dead. Yeah. It still does that weird thing. Just slides around. It's dead. Yeah, the thermoblade isn't as durable. We'll go ahead and get this scanned up. Exterior grow beds.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, so now we may have to grow a more variety of plant and actually, you know, eat fish again. Which is one of the things. I wondered if they would scale it back. It makes total sense because they really were overpowered because we just never ate fish. Here we go, multi-purpose room. Just what we were looking for. So yeah, now you have to basically find one of these. And you can find them down in the ruins too. So like in the mushroom caves. You can find them down there too. So you don't necessarily have to come to the floating island. But if you want a multi-purpose room, you have to find one of these bases. Alright.
New blueprint acquired.
And now you can actually tab and see what this information. So Bart Ice said no, your life was worth more than your vegetable patch. Okay, we saw all this data before. We saw it last time. And I think we're getting close to nighttime. That's not gonna be good. But we need to get up here. Actually, we probably could have gotten up through there, I guess. Maybe. A bulkhead. Oh yeah, you need to scan bulkheads now. That's another thing that doesn't come with your standard blueprints. So you need bulkheads. But it's reasonably easy to find, so you don't have to worry too much. What we got? First aid kits. Actually, I already got a bunch. Living walls. Yeah, there we go. There are living walls. Is there? What we got? Nighttime approaches. Oh, we got a battery. Good. Yeah, so you can see the bulkhead there, even though I can't really move. Okay, good. We got most everything in here. Nighttime. Was that something moving? Oh, PDA. Captain's log. 5 weeks after ship Degasi was shot down. Okay, yeah, we've got this data. I like that it kind of gives you a chance to tab it first. Holy shit, has it gotten dark? It gets so dark so fast on this planet. It's crazy. Alright, so yeah, now we got the multi-purpose room, so we can start working on our base. That thing is still, its corpse is still sliding around. Sure. Cave crawler. Surprisingly not in a cave. Let's see what this dang thing is. Agile territorial carrion fielder. 4 legs used to walk along the seabed and cling to walls. Equally well adapted to land. Gas exchange membrane absorbs essential gases for air or water. This species seeks out corpses in packs before defending its claims, and the corpse is devoured. Assessment inconvenient, particularly at funerals. Alright, cool. Now, I wonder how fast these trees grow back, too. How quick the fruit is, since they've really nerfed these things. I mean, it's frustrating, but I understand the need to nerf it, because people were just... You never had to have anything else with these trees. So now I have to eat like 1 billion of these things to... we could... You know, it's nighttime. You know what, since it's nighttime, we'll go back. Go ahead and plant some of these of our own. This is kind of dangerous because I can't see. It's completely pitch black. I can't see anything. Oh, but we can run, though. Oh, God. So we'll go ahead and get a grow bed. Puts on the Queen Melody. Oh, wow. Look at this stuff. It glows. And we should have the materials. I got the materials. Is she really that much on the surface? Well. I can't see anything. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you.
All systems online.
Alright, let's see. What do I need to make a grow bed? Interior grow bed or exterior. I need 2 titanium, which I have down below. We'll basically set this thing up like we've done it before, so let's see. Interior grow bed. Apparently if I Q or E it... No, I can't rotate it. Oh no, if they... Oh no, they've changed this too. Have they really? Oh no, wait, this is an exterior grow bed. I think I need an interior grow bed, I think. Suitable on land or underwater. Yeah, I think I need an interior grow bed, which we don't have here. Alright, well, you know what? I think that's going to be all for today. We're going to go back and explore more of the island. We have our multi-purpose room now, so we'll be able to... Wow, titanium 6? Did it always take 6? Is that always a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so we got our multi-purpose room. We need to find more stuff. But yeah, so they nerfed the Tree of Life. Our thing, and alright, so yeah, lots of new stuff, so we're going to be covering all that in a new series. I'm glad to be back in Subnautica. It was nice to have a short break from it for a little while, and now to come back to it, I'm kind of fresh. I know it may not have been as long for you, because I had recorded ahead enough, but yeah, so I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.